Welcome back to another guide. I got people pissed off with the circuit video, made a little normaler video on the worst game modes, how to make them better. Missed a few game modes, but I threw Railjack in there as a general basis, therefore Orphix was involved. And now we're back to another guide, this time being a monkey boy, Baruuk. Baruuk is I don't actually know how to describe him, I just know how to play him, sort of, arguably. I know what he does. Each projectile dodged, each enemy lulled or disarmed erodes Baruuk's restraint, fuels the storm within. As his restraint is diminished, he becomes up to 50% more resistant to damage, which is a lot better than you think it is. He has Serene Storm. With his restraints eroded, Baruuk commands his desert winds, deliver powerful radial strikes with his fists and feet. Each moment commanding the storm restores his restraint. Pretty powerful stuff. You get some damage reduction on it as well. Desolate Hand summoned a bevy of orbiting daggers to seek out enemy weapons, destroying them with a small explosion combined with a lewd to double the range. Lol, Calming Wave, makes people go eepy. That's all it does. And then a lewd is your really interesting one. Dodge all incoming projectiles, but only while not attacking. So, hypothetically, turn off pause AI, realize that Google is still on. Pop a lewd. And now, none of these attacks, if they were aiming properly, can hit me. Pop off lol. Desolate Hands. And that'll burn our restraint down a little bit. As these guys go EP. Pop it again. Pop our 4. Then we got our little fisticuffs. And then we can get to punching. Now, I will be the first to say, my build for Baruuk is not necessarily the best. As you can see, I will not sit here and tell you I have the best build, especially for the fists, as I haven't put many formas into the warframe. I have it to where it works. How does this seem like it works? Because when I say kill an enemy, it gives me multi-augmented stacks. Now, starting off, yeah, my Baruuk's a little weak. Going deeper, my Baruuk's still a little weak, but hey, it is what it is. My strength is where I have it with multi-augmented and multi-avenger, or multi-augmented and arcane avenger. Give me the crit chance that I need. Precision intensify gives me 90% more strength, and it's increased by another 65% from the multi-augmented. Stretch and augur reach for that range, because let me tell you what, you want your fisticuffs to go far. Archon flow for energy, of course. Augur secrets for strength adaptation, because getting shot hurts and we don't want it to hurt that much. Continuity for duration. Precision intensify, just as I said, 90% ability strength. And vigor for a little more HP. My Desert Winds Prime currently is running a corrosive heat build. Why don't I have Blood Rush on? What am I doing? Apparently not building the goddamn thing right. That's on me. This is why I redo these sometimes. Because it also forces me to fix my builds if I see something stupid, such as no Blood Rush. Had I had a melee arcane adapter to throw on, I would probably do melee influence, and instead of corrosive heat, I would probably do viral and electricity, just because melee influence is just that fucking busted. Realistically, what I'm gonna actually probably do is do that. And wait, no, I don't need. I lied. And so that will make the Bane prior bonus. I'm a little tired. The main meat and haters of the Baruuk Prime build that we are going to walk into Mott with. So now that we are in the lovely Mott, let's see how he performs in action. Now, I have done some test runs with Baruuk, with where he is now. Does fine. Not the best. But I mean, like, for not playing Baruuk very much, not caring for Baruuk very much, he's a okay warframe, right? If I had more energy orbs, it'd be lovely. Because once that restraint goes bye-bye, then we can get to punching. And now with the multiplier, my damage should be a good bit better. I mean, it's going to be the same thing when we do the Excalibur Umbra guide, because I'm not touching Excalibur. They're similar enough. I'll go over the differences when I do the Umbra guide. But, I mean, they really are a lot alike. A lot of these Exalted melee frames are so similar, and I really just don't enjoy many of them. I mean, cool, he's got big range, right? He sends people flying. I think that's pretty funny. I think we should have a hammer-based Exalted warframe that focuses on stunning and sending enemies flying. I think that'd be pretty funny. But a lot of these warframes of the pseudo-exalteds and the exalteds, which that's another reason why I'm doing this series, is to update builds to where I can run them in most content, right? Unless I really like the warframe, then they'll be able to run literally any and everything that I want them to, such as Valkyr, Ureli. They're all able to do any content in the game because I enjoy them, so I put a little more emphasis into their builds. Characters like Baruuk, I mean, if it seems like I'm just holding down mouse 1, it is because I'm just holding down mouse 1, occasionally hitting Desolate Hands, lol, being an idiot and accidentally hitting 4 instead of 3. And I mean, my energy's doing fine.
Get ready for a capsule.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing that you could do. Looked like almost a little ranged like shockwave that knocks people in the air instead of the
Life support capsule is now available.
normal attacks. Interesting. I didn't know that. I haven't really done much experimenting with Baruuk, as I've said. I mean, that's no surprise. Unique, what's the word that I'm looking for? Slam attack. No surprise there. I mean, interesting. Was that not just... That's just Valkyrs. Weird. Why do they just reuse Valkyrs? Valkyrs. Heavy attack. That's a little weird, man. That does actually confuse the shit out of me. But I mean, Baruuk's a completely serviceable character. I don't have much to say about him. He's just... Here's Baruuk. Normally, I'm like, yeah, there's more to talk about with the character. I mean, his restraint meter is constantly getting depleted by the fact that I'm continually hitting his 2 and 3. That's one thing. He's a lot tankier than you'd think he'd be. I just kind of wish I knew how to build, or I had the resources to build his melee better, but I really don't want to put time into it because I'm not the biggest fan of Baruuk. It's nothing against the warframe, really. I just don't like his abilities. It's not like, oh, he's a bad warframe. No, he's a pretty good fucking warframe. I just don't like him. And also, I love it when I play the characters that I don't enjoy, and it gives me my acolyte at, like, the dead end of the fucking mission. Oh, shit, huh. Sir, you are the like last guy I wanted to see here. Oh, I like to show off my abilities on him, but of course it's fucking violence. Ooh. I mean, you gotta see a little bit of damage on him, but like 65% more ability strength on top of what I've already got, given my Molt Augmented, any buffs that you can play off of on Baruuk. Really good. I mean, I'm missing niqnoqqy, which would be really good. And I'm missing out on the melee arcane. Now, it's not like I have the best melee arcanes in the game. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. So, it's not like I can pull some awesome melee arcanes out of my ass. I mean, like... Oh shit, there's a tab just for melee arcanes. I'm stupid. So, I mean, I've got melee influence maxed out, melee exposure, but that's about it. If you wanted to have an electrical AoE build, I mean, you'd want to run melee influence. Just that's a no-brainer. Melee influence is just overpowered. If you wanted, you know, on base crit hits, 100% chance for your attack to hit a second time. Crescendo if you want to have max combo. It's up to you. I personally would either run exposure, influence, or duplicate, but that's just me. Baruuk is not a bad warframe by any means. I mean, as you can see, I don't have his Exla slot open. I don't have Desert Winds Exla slot open, which means that I can't run any... Thank you, hands. niqnoqqy mods, which would infinitely make this better. I don't have my melee arcane. He's a very powerful warframe. I just don't want to invest all those resources into, because there's other warframes I would invest those resources into, i.e. I've already invested it in Valkyr, Ureli, Frost, Kome, Octavia. I mean, like, all of them have 5 Valkyr, all these warframes have 5 Archon shards on them. That's probably not going to change, right? And as we continue this series, I'm going to, you know, get really specific on the warframes that I want to build out. And frankly, Baruuk just ain't one of them. He is a completely serviceable warframe. Fun to play? Sure, not my full cup of tea. However, I would say he's enjoyable enough to play. So, if you're looking for a good DPS warframe with some crowd control, give Baruuk a shot. I know there's some people who don't play Baruuk. There's a lot of people, actually. I'm not going to bring up the chart. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I will. Alright, I lied. The Baruuk Prime usage amount within players is 0.6. Baruuk is 0.06. Now, let's just reference this with Ureli as I'm looking at these. Ureli had 0.74. This is from 2024. You know what? Let's look at Frost. Frost had 0.29 and 0.98. Baruuk is like down there. I get like the normal warframes are going to be lower than the primes, right? That's just how it's going to be. But I mean, like, Banshee primes played yet less than Loki and Gara? Really? Jeez Louise. I mean, that's just insane. Most played is Revenant at 4%, but still. Yikes. Just yikes. We need more Baruuk players. That doesn't mean I'm about to be. I'm still going to be a Frost player. Sorry, but I fucking love this warframe. But yeah, there's your statistic for the day on the percentage of players who play Baruuk. Hope to see you guys in the next one. I wanna say the next one is the Goth. I'll enjoy that one. I actually really like the Goth. Have a good one, boys. Give me some suggestions in the comments. I know I can get better at this shit. And don't forget to like and subscribe.